Welcome back to part 3 of Julie and I's container home build. We have gotten a lot done on our container, and I've heard from several of you out there that our videos are a little too long. So we have decided that we're going to start putting on 15 to 30 minute videos. I have enough footage now that it's springtime, actually spring/summer, that I should be able to pop on 15 to 30 minute videos, at least 3 or 4 of them over the next couple of weeks, depending on how much time I have in order to edit. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. I do want to show one thing really quick. In part 1, when we were actually doing the footings and so forth, I was pulling a ditch witch to the job site, and my GMC motor supposedly blew up. Take a look at this. Ta-da! We got our truck back, and we love that truck due to the fact that it is a diesel. It's a 2.8, and it gets up to 40 miles a gallon on the highway. And here in Texas, a lot of highways to get from point A to point B. So it's really efficient on gas, and it doesn't hurt when diesel fuel's $3 a gallon here in Texas. Since this is part 3, and we are into June already when I'm recording this, I can't really show you much more of what's going on because I don't want to give anything away. Well, here I sit all broken-hearted. Tried to fix my door, and instead I sharded. It's been a long day. Anyhow, you ever had one of those situations to where you order something online, you get it, and you're a little bit disappointed because you find that your parts are from China? You know what I'm saying? No instructions. And it's kind of where I sit right now with these soft close pocket doors, to where these actually are designed to, it's your bracket on your door. This goes in like so. And then you have this part, which actually mounts to the track and tightens down right here. And what happens is when the door rolls close to the slow close, it hits that slow button. But I think you get my gist. I said gist, and I tried to spell it online, and some woman corrected me. Yeah, well, you're gonna correct me a lot if you watch too many of the videos. This was supposed to be a very happy, productive night, so I have to wait for the instructions, obviously, till whenever, or I'm gonna have to just start taking measurements. And the thing about pocket doors is this framework has to be completely centered, and this bracket has to sit, I mean, you gotta put this stuff like laser perfect. It can't be off to one side or the other due to the fact the door can scrape inside of the enclosure. So everything has to be totally dialed and fine-tuned. Well, what we got going on here is we are using a product called Aqua Defense. And basically what it is, it's a waterproofer that you end up putting on Durock, cement board, whatever brand you use. And I'm basically using it around the tub and the shower, and then I'm going to end up putting it up above the backsplash of the sink and so forth. As you can see, I've got my plumbing that is opened up, and we are sealing everything around the openings. We're waiting for our custom shower unit, which is supposed to be here within the next day or so, to make sure I know exactly how to plumb it, and I still have to pressure test the system. So I need to put a couple of plugs on the end of the line there, and then when I pressure test it, I left all the fittings open to where I can confirm that there are no leaks. Okay, so I'll give you a shot after it's all sealed. Let's get her done. Well, as you can see, we are two-tone. We ended up getting a gallon of Aqua Defense. Didn't have enough in order to finish everything, so we hunted down Red Guard. We actually looked for more Aqua Defense, but we found Redguard. Up until recently, the local hardware stores have been higher priced than Lowe's and Home Depot. But we are now, all of a sudden, this is on several different items that I'm going to make this statement, that we've went to Lowe's and Home Depot, and we are actually finding that their prices are higher than our local hardware store. So not quite sure what's going on with Lowe's and Home Depot, but you know, it used to be to where being a big box store, they could offer better prices. Doesn't seem like that's the case anymore. So here is our Helter Skelter, our Charles Manson shower. So I know some of you guys out there are Aqua Defense lovers, and some of you are Redguard, besides all the others out there, which we looked into, but these were the two that we decided to use. But, you know, I kind of feel as though that Redguard is our favorite. Well, today we are building our patio roof, or I should say our awning, about a 10-footer, and gonna try to just kind of dry up the area there in front of the door and the window and everything. As much rain as we've been getting, it has just been taking a toll on our subfloor and everything, and trying to work with plastic inside, it's slick, and it's just been kind of a nightmare. So I'm going to whip up an awning by tomorrow, or the next day, depending on how the days go. You never know. All of a sudden I could have an emergency call for somebody's pellet stove broken down or something like that, and then I have to go and try to take care of it. But not only that, we are getting our mini split installed. Actually, Julie is in there right now wiring it, and she's doing a great job. She's got a gentleman that's on YouTube that's very, very informative, a lot better than me. I don't try to teach people, I just try to show what I'm doing and let people laugh at me, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to take a quick shot here to show my lovely wife that she's got a YouTube video right in front of her, step by step, and she's doing a great job. She is got the head unit all attached. This really isn't the way that we wanted to do it, and so this is a learning lesson. The other two that we're going to install, we're going to do it a little bit different. It's going to make it a little bit easier, not take so much time. But so far, what do you think, Julie? How do you think it's going?
It's fine. It's just tedious. And it's hard to do with one person. So.
Well,
it's easier with two of us.
Yes.
Sure.
So there you go. We'll get some shots of it as soon as I'll turn it back on when it's hanging on the wall, and we'll go from there. We learned a lesson on this one, which, you know, it's nothing big. It's just something that, well, I guess just for curiosity's sake, I'll show you. But as you can see here, we have our lines coming through. We actually had two other positions for the lines, and they were wrong due to the fact that the head placement inside determines where the lines come out for your drainage tubes and so forth. So we got those all insulated, those holes, and Julie's getting that head set up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to seal around the Freon tubes and the drainage tube and the power line, and it's going to be mounted down here on a stand, which will happen, you know, when the time comes. Digging the hole for the support posts, and I got a little bit lazy, didn't want to go to the rental yard and rent a auger. So I'm having to hand dig, which is totally against my work smarter, not harder philosophy. But you know, it takes it takes me about an hour a hole in this clay mud. And I snapped my only shovel, so now I'm having to use a post hole digger and some other inferior tools in order to get this thing dug. But one more post after this, set it in concrete, and you know, I don't think that anybody's really interested in watching me dig a hole, so I'll show you shots after the posts are up, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, in the amount of time since we ended up recording, we threw on a 12-foot porch awning, and it is 24 by 12, and we're gonna whip the deck up probably within the next 2-3 weeks, but right now it's just a way to get in. Well guys, this is the reason why we ended up building this shelter home out of the containers, and that is for what is going on right now. Right now we have a critical warning, which is the first time we've ever received a critical warning. We've got a major storm that's dropping baseball-sized hail right now that's on a nearby town, and it's coming right over us. Wow, that was a boomer. Some of our nearby states over the last couple of days have just been hammered and leveled, and I would hate that we're next. This is actually more concerning than we've ever been. We have never had a critical warning before. What's that?
2 new warnings: tornado warning near your location and tornado warning Mineola.
Show that on here.
Freaky. Oh, lightning right
that?
there.
Basically what we're going to do is, if we see that the winds pick up all of a sudden, right now it's really kind of a bummer because there is zero wind, and the clouds, this storm is moving at 45 miles an hour with zero winds down on the ground. Perfect scenario for a tornado. Yeah, if it flashes like every 10 seconds, it's upon us. I'm sure the camera's picking up the lightning strikes. The tornado will actually be coming from this direction over here, which is kind of a bummer for us because we can't see anything coming. You know, watching Tornado Chasers and all those shows, which Texans have a tendency to follow just to learn a thing or two if by chance a tornado does hit. The baseball-size hail, well, our vehicle is...
I said, let me know if you see any rotation. Comedian Tom, they're pulling in about 1 minute. They're out of it.
Yeah, we just warned our neighbors about a critical tornado warning that is coming right at us. And they're rushing home. They're building a container home also. I ran over and closed it up for them, just in case the heavy winds hit. Let me just sit here and let it run. Whoa. Coming from that way right there. Boy, I hate to be calling a play-by-play. This is actually a very unnerving situation. Last year, but we have never had what's that? What Julie just heard on the radio is the rotation is slowing down over us. Don't know what that means. Guess I need to watch a little more tornado chasers. Okay. Coming inside. All right. Well, Julie, she's taking care of our accent wall here in the master, and we're testing out colors. We're deciding if we're gonna do a multicolor on this wall or if we're gonna just do solid gray. We're gonna figure that out right quick. We got 6-inch baseboards all the way around. The accent is 6-inch with 4-inch vertical slats, and then we have a shelf up on top that, you know, if anybody ever wants to put anything up there, family pictures or whatever. We have a really nice gray flooring that we put down, and we have LEDs throughout, and these aren't the bright white. These are more of a soft white compared to our bathroom here. Since I just turned around and showed you, we're getting ready to do all of our tiling. We're gonna tile around the tub here, and gonna have a TV on the wall so that we can sit in the tub and kick back. Got a shower with a glass door right there. Double vanity. We've got smart mirrors, and you can hit a defog button. The wrinkles is a protective plastic that's on the glass. I'm gonna leave it on until we're all done. But you can also change the color of lighting. You know, you can get a rainbow of colors that basically accents the exterior ring. Got smaller LEDs, and these are the brighter whites, and then you have a soft white with the fan. And then in here, we're gonna have this tiled within the next few days. We'll show that. After the tiling is done, that's the hot and cold water coming into the floor right there. Alrighty. And in here we've got porch lights. I'm still hooking up more lights underneath the new porch awning outside. This is for our fans, and this is for our LED lights. But Julie's getting the first coat on there. It's looking good, honey. Got our mini split. We found these cool lights on Temu. They were only like, I don't know, what did we spend on these fans? Like $100 each? Not even that? Yeah, I guess it was like $80. And this was really a heck of a deal. The fans are running right now. They've got 4 LEDs.
Super quiet.
Like Julie just said, you can't hear these fans spinning, and we actually have a really good breeze that comes off of these smart smoke detectors. And that's one thing that Julie and I are talking about right now. It's so easy to turn a home into a smart home right now due to the fact that you can just take anything that you want and plug it into the wall like this little smart socket, and then you could plug TVs, lights, lamps, anything you want into it, and then you can operate it off of a main master control.
Or your cell phone.
Or, like Julie just said, your cell phone. And I don't know, I think it's coming along wonderfully. And we are actually going to be moving out here as soon as we can. As soon as I have the plumbing finished in the bathroom, and we have the main water supply hooked up, then we're moving in. We're getting out of our trailer. We've been in it 4 years, and we are counting the minutes of getting out, because we are just at that point where we are just sick of it. So there you go. There's a 7-minute update, and we're gonna try to remember to get more updates put on. We're getting ready to move into the utility room and the master. If we worked on this nonstop, we've had a lot of bad weather, a lot of life events, daughters getting married, had to put a lot of time into that, had to relocate another daughter, and just life just takes you away from projects. So there you go. And this here, I'm actually looking forward to. This is where our bed's gonna be, is all the way back here. So this is actually 16 feet away from that wall. Maybe 18 feet. I'm not quite sure. I have to measure. I think it's 16. Anyhow, we're looking for a fireplace to put on that wall. Not sure if we're gonna do it, but then we're gonna have the big screen TV right there. So we'll be chilling, kicking back on them 110 degree days here in Texas, chilling out with the AC and the fans. There you go. Stay tuned. More to come. Peace.
This massive building was heavily damaged as severe storms raked the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area Tuesday morning. The warehouse for Benjamin Moore Paints partially collapsed as high winds and a suspected tornado hit Louisville. The debris buried semi-trailers and other vehicles nearby, and metal sheeting was thrown across the huge parking lot. First responders were on the scene, but there were no immediate reports of injuries.